Hey guys, Kevin Shaw here, Editor-in-Chief of Mopar Connection Magazine. We're here with Jim Hannon, and we're finally dyno testing our 505 stroker big block wedge motor. We've been waiting a while. It's been a long time coming. We had to wait on a lot of parts. We obviously had to wait until the good guys at Tommy's Auto and Machine had the time on a Saturday to let us come in and thrash on their dyno. So we're pretty excited. We just got everything set up. We made sure we didn't have any leaks. We got oil pressure. Everything is looking really good. So we're just about to close up the doors and hit record on the cameras and do a little bit of a dyno run. So far we're looking pretty good. We haven't seen any surprises as of yet. You guys are gonna find out just when we find out how much this trick flow headed hydraulic roller big block 505 makes. Hey guys, I just want to take a quick minute to let you know that we've got the Mopar Connection store up and running, where you can find all sorts of t-shirts and hoodies in a ton of colors and different sizes. We've even got designs for some of our project cars like Zombie and the Brazen Charger. So make sure to check out the link in the video description below. I'm not going to say I'm surprised that we're out, but we got to finagle with the distributor a little bit. One of the hardest problems when it comes to running aftermarket heads, whether it's the Edelbrocks or the trick flows, is clearancing and getting your distributor in. And because of that, we were absolutely struggling in making sure that we were at TDC and making sure everything was right. So we jokingly told Frank at the beginning, I'm like, chances are we're 180 out. And so we went and after we did oil pressure check, we put it all back in, double checked our work, and we were 180 out on that. So it doesn't matter what happens. We're gonna be 180 out to begin with.
It's par for the course.
Yeah, just live with it, accept your fate and move on. Thank you for your patience. All right. Now, is it coming out of the pan or is it coming out of the seal? Rats. Well, snafu number one, we got a hell of a rear main seal leak coming right out. And I'm trying not to burn my hands on the headers, but it was pretty substantial. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to take the engine off, double check that, see what we need to do about that. Then we'll put it back on. Oh boy. Well, I'm not excited to say, but we have to take the pan and the girdle off to access the rear main seal, because it is certainly the rear main that is leaking. So we are thoroughly destroying my paint job that has done nothing but be in the way, but I have received my fair share of razzing for that, and I'll accept it. But yeah, Jim and Frank are pulling that girdle off to 40-pound girdle. That is.
Right there, because he had to use RTV.
Well, I'm just kind of surprised you're using the gasket.
Oh, yeah, the gasket's coming too. I got it. I see what's happening now.
All right. Well, here's our rear main. Here's our culprit. It's funny, I've never actually had one of these
Leak.
Yeah, they've always been fantastic. So we're gonna.
We'll figure it out here in a minute, won't we?
We'll pop it off and.
She'll show her ugly face.
Right. Oh. Yeah. I tried to do the little indexing trick with the seal. Clearly the trick backfired. Because it's in there. There you go.
It's in right.
All right.
It's just...
At least that half over here.
No, it's not in right. It's in backwards.
It's in backwards?
In backwards.
Okay. Well, that would do it.
There it is.
Okay. All right. Mechanic error.
See it right there. See, the lip's supposed to be inside, not outside.
Okay. So this one is right.
No, that one's
That one's wrong too. Okay. Well then, rear main seal installed backwards. Congratulations.
While yes, the rear main seal was installed backwards with the lip facing the wrong direction, we did discover one other problem with the rear main seal, and that was that we weren't getting sufficient crush to keep the seal actually sealed. What that meant was we were using a stock rear main seal instead of a larger or thicker Fel-Pro high performance or high pressure rear main seal, which we quickly ordered. A few days later, it showed up in the mail, and we were able to reinstall it into the back of the Mancini billet rear main seal, allowing us to have enough crush to get a proper seal. This meant that the billet rear main seal wasn't the problem, but the choice of seal was the issue at hand.
All right, we've got our new rear main seal set up. We're loading up the fuel pump right now, filling up the bowls, and we are just checking on timing. We had to pull about 90 degrees out. We were just way too advanced. So we're gonna make our timing checks right now. Just needing to pull a lot of timing out, huh?
90-something degrees.
Wow, okay. 9 or 90?
90.
90. Oh boy, quite a bit of advance.
This one lighted up so hard to start now.
Yeah, that would do it.
We're way down there when it was firing.
Now he pulled it out, bumped it, and then slid it back in?
Yeah, you have to get the drive and drop in the pump.
Right.
Sometimes you can wiggle it, but it's just easier just to get to the ball.
That's right. All right, as part of our break-in warm-up, we let it run for about 10-15 minutes. We found a little bit of an oil leak coming out of the pump. which hopefully has been addressed. But then what we also found was that we had a little bit of a stumble that just made it not as smooth as it should. Initially we were hoping that maybe it just had been a couple wires crossed, but now we're making sure that all the lash is right and looks good. And so Frank is doing a good job going through making sure that I didn't screw this up at assembly.
Once they get hot, things change too. So I mean,
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got some temperature into it.
we went a half turn, I think, off snug. I'm trying to remember that day we did all that. It's
Right.
on video. Somebody's
Oh,
got
yeah.
it out there. Some people go a quarter, some people go a half. Everybody's got their own version of it.
Between the stud mount and the shaft mount too.
Yeah.
Alright, we gotta check firing order again. Number 1 and number 8 are closed, huh?
That one's like 275.
Okay. And everyone else is what, over 400?
Yeah, this one was 400, these were 7, and
400 almost okay,
yeah.
but this one is cold.
Alright. Check the plug, maybe.
Admittedly, it was right about this time that I started to lose my cool. We had done pretty much everything. We had checked spark plugs, we had checked plug wires, we had made sure that we were at top dead center, we made sure that our timing was right. It didn't matter what we did, the miss kept getting worse. We were concerned that we maybe had a collapsed lifter or two, but after investigating that, that wasn't the case either. We did notice that the number 1 and number 8 cylinders were running really cold. In fact, the number 8 cylinder wasn't firing at all. And that's what made us start to question our plug wires and the distributor itself. With a little bit of deduction, we didn't exactly find what the problem was, but we certainly discovered what the problem wasn't. So the next step was maybe to try out the plug wires and a new distributor. Thankfully, Tommy's Auto and Machine had exactly what we needed. A classic Chrysler electronic converted distributor and new plug wires. We fished those from underneath the workbench, and we installed those in replacement of our newfangled parts that we had installed before showing up. With our new distributor and plug wires installed, the engine fired right up. It lit off without a stumble and idled as naturally as it had been a daily driver the day before. And with that, we were ready to start making our dyno pulls.
And it bounced, huh? Oh boy. All right.
Look at me.
All right, what happens if Jim gets 6:30?
I get lunch.
You get what? You're all getting lunch anyway.
Oh, I'm out here.
Yeah, the belt is. It's
654, 628. ...628 horsepower and 654 pound-feet of torque at 38 degrees advance.
It sounded like
No, we lost a little.
Took 2 out.
Yeah.
Oh, you took 2 out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to 622 from 628. All right. So we took 2 out. We lost 6 horsepower. So did you put more back in?
40.
Now, okay. We're at 40.
Didn't like it. Up there quick. Once it gets going, it wraps right up there.
628, 8.
It's gonna be happy at 28. It ain't gonna give me 30.
Oh, we got it!
That's what I'm talking about.
At 660 pound-feet. Hot dog. All right, so we just finished up our multiple passes on the dyno here at Tommy's Auto and Machine. We made 5 passes. We were very happy with what happened. Obviously, we had to make some changes. We went with Frank's carburetor. We went with Frank's distributor. Cleaned up all of our misses, his plug wires too. Yeah, that's true. And Really great stuff. We found it was happiest around 38 degrees of total advance, and water temperature was about high 70s, 178, 177. So it ran pretty cool. I mean, that's fantastic. But the big news, of course, is that we ended up with 631 horsepower at 5,600 RPM, and we made 659 pound-feet of torque at 4,700 RPM, and that is fantastic. Maximum CFM draw was 770. This turned out to be a really great combination, and
It works.
I mean, honestly, at 5,800 RPM, you're right where it wants to be. You know, you don't have to wring the snot out of the 6,500. So we're really happy with this. I was sweating it for a while. I'm gonna admit, I might have used some choice language outside of the dyno room. But
That's what me and Frank are here so we can go on.
very grateful to everyone who's been involved with this engine, especially TrickFlow, Howard's cams, with Harland Sharp rockers, with K1 Technologies for the crank and the rods, and of course MAHLE for the power pack pistons, the Cleveite bearings, and the MAHLE rings. Mancini for everything else that I didn't get, and 440 Source for all the accessories. This was a big group effort by a lot of really great companies. So hey guys, again, this was really exciting. We're very happy to share this with you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, leave a comment, maybe share it with your friends. And if you want more awesome Mopar content, please check out Mopar Connection Magazine at www.moparconnectionmagazine.com, where new articles are written and published every single day, Monday through Friday, entirely subscription free to you. We'll see you there.